Wilson. Do I have counsel for Nationwide? I know
Judge, I apologize. My screen froze. Did you say Andrea Wilson?
Andrea Wilson versus Nationwide Mutual.
I'm the plaintiff for that, Your Honor.
Go ahead, counsel, your appearance.
Joseph Falzon, P80521.
All right, thank you, Mr. Falzon. And I'm seeing now that on one place I have this marked as 8:30, but it's actually set for 8:45. So I anticipate the other side is coming in, or have you worked something out?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
All right.
I'll stay on.
Yeah, just hang out for just a moment. Let me give it to 9:45. I don't have the other side on here, so that's why I'm going to wait those few minutes and I'll recall
Of course, Your Honor.
it. Thank you, counsel.
Thank you.
All right, the court now calls case number 22-177-693. This is Always On Time Transportation versus City of Detroit. The matters before the court set on for review on today's date. Your appearance for Always On Time, please. Do I have counsel for Always On Time for the City of Detroit now?
Good morning, Your Honor. Alfred Ashew, P82536, on behalf of defendant City of Detroit.
All right, thank you, counsel, and good morning to you, sir. I don't see the plaintiff's counsel on here. Can you have any idea where they might be, or has there been some discussion, sir? Update me if you will.
There hasn't been any discussion, if I recall correctly. I believe at the last time we met, there was supposed to be, they indicated that they were going to intervene in a circuit court action. And I don't think that that's happened. That's just kind of just off the top of my head. And at least that's what's reflected on the register of actions as well. But that hasn't happened to my knowledge.
Yeah, and I also have a personal note that indicate that they're reviewing the Wayne County Circuit Court for consideration to intervene. So we're on the same page there. Let's see what's. One second. Sure we got it. Okay. I'm on the case of Always On. If you're on that matter in any way, please say something. Other persons are coming in. All right. So, Mr. Alfred, you want to reach out and see if you can reach somebody on the other side, and I'll come back to this.
Sure.
So I'll come right back to you on this matter, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Do I have anyone from Nationwide on the Zoom? I'm waiting on counsel for Nationwide. All right, so Mr. Falzon, just stand down as soon as I've given it a few minutes, see if we can get them in. All right, the court now calls case number 22-179-759. This is TJ Medical Supplies LLC versus City of Detroit. The matter is before the court set on for, I have it as a general hearing today. Your appearance for TJ Medical. Anyone here for TJ Medical Supplies? I have the City of Detroit on this matter as of yet. All right, coming back to that. All right, do I have the parties on, well, this is case number 22-184-297, estate of Winifred Ligon versus Charbonneau Place Cooperative. The matter is before the court set for a hearing on today's date. In appearance for a state of Winifred. All right, appearance for Charbonneau Place Cooperative at this time. Mr. Myers, you have you're on mute, sir, so please unmute yourself if you will.
Gotcha, Judge. I'm sorry. For the record, Your Honor, Ralph Mayers. Good to see you, Judge. On behalf of Charbonneau Place Cooperative.
All right, your P number for the record, counsel.
P23815, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, Mr. Mayers. Good morning to you, sir. Have you spoken with the other side on this as to whether or not counsel or someone's going to appear on today's? Did you have any contact with the estate?
No, Billy Ligon is the administrator of the estate. She has letters of authority. She's the one who filed this, and I have not had any contact with her other than through the pleadings.
Just one moment, sir. Just taking a little bit of a look through the file here, Mr. Mayor. I'll be right with you just one moment. All right, I've reviewed the complaint that was that's filed in this matter. It sounds like the executor of the estate says that they've been denied access to the premises because of some credit bureau reporting. Well, they're not here, but that's a pretty peculiar kind of cause of action. Mr. Mayor, is anything further you wish to bring to my attention at this time?
Well, Your Honor, your notice indicates this is scheduled for status conference, but when I got the complaint, I had the same reaction Your Honor did. There's doesn't seem to be any cause of action, and I filed a motion for summary disposition, which should be hopefully in the file, based on the my response that this is no action. I was totally involved in the landlord-tenant portion of this case. When the original member passed away, and we eventually got possession through Judge McClinton. I could go through the argument if you want, Your Honor, but it's pretty clear, and I think in my motion, but I have the whole chronology that I can give to the court regarding this matter, if the court pleases.
Well, I reviewed your submissions, and of course, with the plaintiff not being here, that's a critical piece. But it would seem to me that the extent to which the petitioner would believe that they're entitled to access to premises, that would be pertinent before the judge of jurisdiction in that matter. Also, it would seem to me that that if there is a probate estate and there is an interest that the decedent or a protected person has, and that would be a matter raised in the probate court. It doesn't even seem that this would be even a matter that would be properly before this particular division. It would either be something filed in the landlord-tenant division, or maybe something brought in the Wayne County probate court, to the extent that there's somebody trying to protect an estate. It just doesn't seem to be appropriate before this court at all. So I agree with your motion for summary disposition in this regard. And without the presence of the plaintiff in this matter, I would be inclined to say that having looked at everything, it just doesn't seem that there's a cause of action here.
Well, Your Honor, I totally agree, and I can verify to the court that throughout the landlord-tenant process, and now again in her suit against Charbonneau, which we believe is just retaliation because she was denied membership when she applied after her mom died, and because when a person, as Your Honor knows, co-ops, when a member dies, the first choice goes to the family, and Billy filed and was rejected. Every motion she's filed has alleged that the credit score was a problem. Well, as Your Honor knows, when someone is denied membership, the board has autonomy through the HUD regulations to decide if an applicant is accepted or not. And the credit score is merely one piece of a list of things that goes to a credit reporting company. And they look at unfavorable credit history, if they have enough income, and prior applications with, other tenant relationships, criminal background, financial background. She was just denied, and every motion she's ever filed in the tenant action, and now today for this lawsuit, she keeps harping on the credit score. We merely went through the process, Your Honor, and I can break that down real quickly.
No, you don't have to go through those. No, you don't have to go through those items, Mr. Mayor. I tend to agree with you on your motion in this matter. I just don't see where the plaintiff could advance this cause of action. And then on top of that, she's not here. So this case, I'll grant your motion for summary disposition, and the case will be dismissed accordingly. Now,
Will that be with prejudice, Your Honor? This has been over and over and over again that Billy's filed motions.
Yeah, it's well, you can try it a couple of times, but it'll be dismissed on your motion. And obviously, if there's something filed, then the court will address that at that time.
Okay, Judge, I understand. Will the court be
you
sending out an order granting my motion for summary disposition and dismissal of the case? Or shall I prepare one?
You'll receive an order in the mail from the council. All right.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. You have a good day. Be well.
All right, good to see you. All
Take
right.
care. You too.
And I do see that Ms. Ambrose is here. I'm coming to your matter in just a moment. I know Mr. Falzon is here, so I'm coming to that in just a moment. Let me see if I have, and you're all set, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Judge. I'll be checking out.
Thank you, sir. Waste management versus Tequila Nostra Familia, also known apparently as MSC Michigan Limited Liability Company. Who do I have for waste management on this matter? I'll come back to that one then. All right. Let me go to Mr. Ashew. Were you able to get anywhere, sir? And Mr. Ashew, I'll be coming back to you.
I'm here, Your Honor. I'm sorry, I was on mute.
All right, I'll be coming to you next. Let me go ahead and deal with the one where I see parties are here, and you're next, Mr. Ashew. Thank you, sir. We're back on the record regarding 21-164-937. Andrea Wilson versus Nationwide Mutual Fire Insurance. The matters before the court set on for review on today's date. And your appearance at this time for the plaintiff counsel.
Joseph Falls on behalf of the plaintiff, Your Honor, P80521.
Thank you, counsel, and thank you for your patience in this regard. For the defendant Nationwide, please, your appearance. Ms. Ambrose, I believe that you're on this matter. Maybe not. Oh, she's on the city matter. All right.
I'm sorry, Judge. I am not. I'm on a different matter.
I was pulling you into this one. I was appointing you.
No problem, Judge.
Doesn't quite work that way. I thought it was. I know you're on the next one. I'll call that in just a moment. Do I
Thank
have counsel for Nationwide? All right. So I don't know what's going on with this one, Mr. Falzon. Update me as best as you can, sir.
Sure. I'm trying to get a demand together for opposing counsel. I'm having some issues because I've sought liens from Medicare and or Medicaid. I always check both. And I have been unable to get a response from anyone. I know that it's supposedly still coming. We followed up 4 or 5 times now. But that is the current holdup, Your Honor.
All right. So what do you need me to do? Maybe send it over until you put a demand out there, Then we want to try.
I would appreciate 45 days.
That's a long time, but,
I'll take 30 days.
all right. Given that the other side is not here, I'll go ahead and, set it out. I'm gonna put it on October 20th, 10/20. 22, and that's gonna be at 9:45 a.m. The matter is adjourned. Court finds good cause for adjournment, and I'm adjourning it for a pretrial conference on that date. That next date is gonna be a pretrial conference. The court notes that the defendant did not appear in this matter. But it looks like there have been some action. The parties are trying to move this forward, so I'll go ahead and adjourn it and review it on the pretrial date. That's 10/20/22 at 9:45 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Counsel. All right, we're back on the record regarding always on time transportation versus City of Detroit. That's 221776 93. Mr. Ashew has already entered his appearance with respect to the City of Detroit in that matter. Your appearance for the plaintiff.
Good morning, Your Honor. Christina Abro, here on behalf of plaintiff P78224.
All right, thank you, Madam Counsel, and good morning to you. I know that when we were last together, that there was talk of this matter being append to a matter that's in circuit court on a motion to intervene. And so that was in the wind a little bit. Update me, Ms. Ambrose, on where things are in regard to this matter.
Judge, I don't think we've quite been able to intervene yet. But my office is working on that. As soon as we do, I think we'll be able to get this one dismissed. I don't recall, to be honest, what the reason for the intervention was at the time, but I know we are working on it.
So I take it, in the case that's in circuit court, do you know how far along the pathway of discovery that case is? What the status of that matter is at this time?
I believe there was a recent adjournment of the scheduling order. So I think there's still time left as far as discovery goes.
All right, so Mr. Ashew, thank you for that update, sir. Anything, it sounds like Madam Counsel is asking that the court would simply continue the matter and allow these matters to work out with there being some anticipation that there will be an intervention in the circuit court matter, sir.
I mean, that's fine with me, Your Honor.
Yes, Judge, that is correct.
All right, so I'll go ahead and set it over approximately 45 days so that that process can work itself out. So I'm going to go ahead and set it on Wednesday, the 3rd of November, 11/3, 22. That's 9:45 a.m. And I'm going to go ahead and set the matter for a pretrial conference on that date. The court finds good cause for adjournment of the matter in light of the anticipation that it may be resolved by way of intervening in a circuit court matter. So that's going to be 11/3/22, 9:45 a.m. The matter set on for pretrial.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. The court calls 22-179-759. This is TJ Medical Supplies LLC versus City of Detroit. The matter is before the court set on for a status conference. I believe this is the first time that this matter is up formally before the court. Your appearance for TJ Medical Supplies, please. For the city of Detroit, please.
Good morning, Judge. John Cahalan, P77404, on behalf of defendant, City of Detroit.
Thank you, Counsel. And I do note that that the city has filed its answer and various other documents in response to the complaint. I'm surprised that I have not received or that nobody has appeared, it seems, at this time from Mr. Bazzi's office, I believe it is. Have you spoken with anyone recently? Update me on this a little bit.
I have not spoken with anyone from that office recently, Judge, aside from not long after the complaint was filed and filing the answer. Is that at law group or is that different Bazzi?
You're correct. That's
Okay, okay, yeah, but I haven't. Otherwise, I haven't been in contact with them most recently.
All right. Well, I mean, this would be typically an opportunity to set up a time of scheduling in regard to this matter. Did you want to take a moment to try to reach out to them? I mean, it's a half an hour past the time that this was set. But if you want to take a moment to see if you can reach somebody over there.
Okay.
I'll stand
Sure.
down for a moment.
Okay. Sure, Judge. I'll make an attempt to get a hold of somebody over there.
Okay. All right. And I'll come right back to you, Mr. Callahan. Good to see you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Judge.
This is a recall regarding waste management versus Tequila Nostra Familia LLC. Anybody on that matter? Say something if you're here. No response. Record should reflect. All right. This is case number 20-162584. This is Dearborn Pain Specialist PLC, I'm sorry, versus City of Detroit. The matter is set on for a hearing. Looks like there was some motion for reinforcement of settlement. Your appearance for the plaintiff in this matter, please.
It's Chris Nisi here, Your Honor, for plaintiff P62477. I'm here for Dan Williams from our firm.
All right, thank you, Mr. Nisi. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
For the City of Detroit.
Good morning, Your Honor. Joel Ashton appearing for the City of Detroit, P number 47039.
All right, thank you, Mr. Ashton, and good morning to you as well, sir. Well, somebody update me on this. I do see the motion, plaintiff's motion to enforce settlement. What's going on? You talked to me.
I know we'd spoken once before, and there is some trouble he's having with the, I don't know, the bureaucratic process there. I can put it lightly.
I think I can fill the court in. I don't know if we're having trouble. We're just sort of going through the normal bureaucratic process that we have to go through on these cases. Your Honor, there was some, and to be fair, there was some delay in getting the settlement of this approved. Prior settlement, the case was previously handled by another case and was transferred over to me for final defense. When it came to me, the case had already been tentatively settled. But I realized that the paperwork had never been submitted to the city for city council final approval. I've now done that, and we're waiting for a response from city council, which I know has been on its summer hiatus. So we're in that waiting stage, waiting for them to most likely approve our settlement.
Your Honor.
Mr. Nisi, yes, sir.
Is there a timeline then I can ask Brother Counsel that we can have?
That's the question on my tongue. What did you say, Mr. Ashton?
It's such a good question. I did reach out anticipating, the question coming up at the hearing today, and To be honest, I'm not sure where we're at in the stack for city council once they kind of get back to work after their summer break. All I can say is that it's been submitted, and I'll keep checking in with the city. But at this point, I really can't give a time frame. Usually what we see at this time of year is, come late September and early October, there's a flurry of activity with some of the catch up that's going on, and then we're just kind of waiting to get our response.
Your Honor, as a former county employee many years ago, I'm sensitive to this process. If Your Honor will permit, perhaps we could put this over a couple of weeks and then come back so we can have some control over it. So I don't have to refile this, in December.
Yeah, I just don't know that it's going to do anything. At this point, we're waiting for the information to come out of city council, and there's nothing that we can do to push it along. I'm happy to come back weekly if we want. I just don't think it's really gonna help.
Your Honor, if I could, maybe 30 days, Judge, we can see what's happening.
Yeah, that's kind of my take on that. Whether fortunate or unfortunate, I have some background in county government, and I worked for the city's law department for a moment too. So yeah, so when you start talking about dispersing funds, it's much better now than it was. I hate to admit more than 30 years ago, but
Judge, I'm about 22. So there has been improvement, but
all right. So I'm gonna set it over for till the 19th of October, 10/19. And I'll just set that as a control date for review. The motion is taken under advisement. There's not really any opposition to the motion as such. The ideal here is that Mr. Ashton has looked at the matter so that he was able to get the paperwork properly set before the city, so that once the council reviews it, then we should be able to get to the finish line. I'll take another look at it on 10/19/22, and that's going to be at 9:45.
thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Callahan. We're back on the record regarding the suffix 9759, and that's TJ Medical Supplies LLC versus City of Detroit. And Mr. Callahan, you already put your appearance on. Update me on any information, sir.
Judge, I did reach out to plaintiff's counsel's office. I spoke to some support staff over there who were unable to put me in touch with the handling attorney on this matter. So shortly is I'm not able to get in touch with plaintiff's counsel for today's purposes. So if the court, I'll leave it to the court if they want to set some dates or whatever the court wants to do.
All right. And my apologies, Mr. Cahalan. I want to call you Callahan all the time.
That's all right. I'm used to it. Yeah.
I noticed that you just let it go in one ear and come out the other.
Yeah, it's no big, no problem, Judge.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'll set it up on a 60-day discovery order, and allow discovery to continue through the 21st of November.
Okay.
It's a little bit more than 60 days. But over that period of time, of course, my order will have a typical provision that should there be a desire to have a motion heard, that motion can be filed and heard on the 21st of November. That's going to be the next action date, 11/21/22 at 9:30 a.m. Any motion that is filed, dispositive or otherwise, may be heard and set for hearing on that date, so long as the motion gives the other party at least 10 days to respond to the motion.
Okay.
Be under provision number 6 in the order that you'll receive in the mail, and we'll make sure that the other side receives that order as well. Scheduling this for discovery and for the next action date, as well as a date for hearing on motions that motions are filed, allowing the opposing party at least 10 days to respond to the same. All right. So,
Okay.
we'll get that in the mail, and the other side will get that order in the mail in the next few days. All right. Thank you,
Okay.
Counsel.
Thank you, Judge. Have a great day.
All right, I have case number 22-186825, LBNB funding versus Gail Thomas. Set at 10:00 a.m. I don't see, well, there are a couple of people waiting. All right, I'm on LBNB funding versus Gail Thomas.
Yes,
All right, what is your name, ma'am?
Gail Thomas.
All right, thank you, Ms. Thomas. Good morning to you. This is case number 22-186825. Mr. Fay, are you on this matter, sir? Yeah, it looks like he's on the matter. Mr. Fay, we're on your case as soon as you can come off of mute. Your appearance, sir.
Sorry, it's Craig Fay, P81401 on behalf of, excuse me, plaintiff.
I didn't hear you, sir.
It's Craig Fay, P81401.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Councilman. Good morning to you.
Morning.
All right, I have Ms. Thomas here, who is the defendant in this matter. She did file an answer to the complaint in this matter. And I know that the complaint in this matter looks like it alleges damages in the amount of $1,600. All right, have the parties talked about this in an effort to see if this could be resolved?
We haven't. If we can go into a breakout room, if this defendant wants to go in there, then that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to start out. That's where I'm going to start, Mr. Thomas. I'm going to send you a notification. Just click it. You'll get a chance to talk with Mr. Fay to see if there's a way for the parties to come together to try and get this resolved. And you'll have the opportunity to come back into the courtroom once you've completed the breakout room. So I'm sending you a notification now, ma'am. And just click in when you get that notification. Mr. Fay, I'm doing the same with you, sir.
Sure.
And in regard to 21-168936, Waste Management of Michigan Incorporated versus Takira Nostra Familia LLC. It looks like this is the third time the court's called this matter. Neither party has appeared in regard to this case. It is set for status conference today. The court did send notice to the respective parties in this matter on June 22nd, indicating that this matter will be heard today at 9:45 a.m. Neither party has appeared. Accordingly, this matter will now be dismissed. I'm gonna need to get my files for today. Judge,
Oh, yeah. They're in the back in civil, right?
Yep.
There's some,
just NASA.
we gotta do that sound, okay.
Just check with the clerk.
So you mean the files from back one too, right?
Yeah, I'm supposed to do, my files.
Your back files,
Yeah, yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
those I gotta go get, yeah.
And then also the ones for,
Nance Adams,
Nance Adams. And then I'm supposed to do any hearings that she has.
okay, so I'll go get your files from back and then call, see what's going over there, okay.
Okay, appreciate it.
Mhm.
Files, so she got it.
From Nance Adams.
Yeah. Madam Reporter, you good today?
I'm fine. How are you, Judge?
All is well. All is well.
Another nice short morning.
Well, hopefully. Yeah, there's so much, there's always so much paperwork with this stuff until we get off the record, and then it's a lot of other stuff.
Oh, right, right.
She,
She's on a phone only, so I'm not sure how to get her back into.
ah. Did you make some progress there?
Uh, somewhat. We're gonna send out statements to Ms. Thomas.
All right. Why don't you, can you go back in and maybe tell her to just hang up and call back in?
Okay, I'll do that. Okay, I let her know. She did indicate that her battery was low on her phone, so
So let's see if she comes back in. So council, basically, the parties have agreed for a little bit more research on this to. Get some
Yeah, it's
information.
more or less the account's not being disputed, it's the balance. So I told her we can send out the statements that we have on file. She can review them, either contact our office or just wait for the next court hearing.
All right. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and, I'm gonna go ahead.
Oh, my goodness.
Welcome back, ma'am. Ms. Thomas? Ms. Thomas, are you able to hear me? Ms. Thomas? Ms. Thomas? Are you able to hear me, ma'am?
Hello?
Yes. Welcome back,
Yes.
ma'am. You hear me?
Okay.
Okay, all right, so looks like I'm gonna be setting this up for the parties to exchange information. So I'm gonna issue an order of discovery that will allow the exchange of information mutually regarding this case. And so I'm gonna set a new date in this matter. And that new date is gonna be set for the 25th of October, October 25. And that's gonna be at 9:45 a.m. 10:25 to 9:45 a.m. That's when you'll come back into the hearing. And you'll get a notice.
Okay, it's gonna be,
You'll get a scheduling order
hello?
from me and get a notice as well of the date.
Hello?
Yes, I'm listening to you, ma'am.
Okay, it's gonna be October what?
October the 25th at 9:45 a.m., ma'am. I'm gonna send you some paperwork out with that date on it, okay?
Okay.
All right, any other questions you had for me, ma'am?
No.
All right. All right, all the best to you. I'll see you at the next hearing.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, counsel. Thank you. Good day.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too. Hello?
All right, you all set, ma'am.